Good afternoon, everybody. How's everyone's day today so far? Well, mine's going well, thank you very much. Well, my name is Diego, and I am a 20-year-old bodybuilder aspiring to be a pro soon. So, today is fucking heavy chest day. Heavy fucking chest day, baby. I'm fucking excited, I'm not gonna lie. Because yesterday, I mean, we're coming off of a really good workout yesterday. And sick at that. Like, I still got a little something going on, but it is going away as we speak. But we're still dealing with that. But yesterday, insane workout, crazy back day, and honestly hit a volume PR, which I've never touched that before. So if you're interested, you should go watch it. No spoilers though. But today is on the agenda. So I have 2 chest days in my split right now because my chest is by far the weakest body part on my body. Still even, but it has been catching up that I'm seeing that it's definitely, without a doubt, catching up, right? So, that's a good thing. So yeah, I split up my chest days into two chest days. I have a heavy chest day, which is today, and then I have a light chest day on Tuesday, right? No, Wednesday, on Wednesday. So today's Sunday, and then I have another chest day on Wednesday. So the goal for today is to use no machine work. Well, I'm gonna use machine work because who doesn't love machines? But mostly to do free weight movements, right? So if we had like a concave bar or like a bent bar, you know what I'm talking about? So that I could like really get a deep stretch in a motherfucking flat bench, then yeah, I would totally do flat bench. But I would have to look. You know, I don't know if we actually have them in the gym that I go to. But ears pop. But no, yeah. So heavy chest day are going to be heavy weights. It's going to be the heavy weights, and it's going to be only free weight movements for the most part. But on light chest days, it's a little bit lighter, going for more 12 to 15 reps. Today we're going to be going from 6 to 8. So the rep schemes are also different as well. Today I'm shooting for like higher numbers. Like I want to build strength, not strength, but like kind of get my CNS used to. Excuse me, sorry. Get my CNS used to the heavy weight, because there's multiple ways of getting stronger. There's ways of technique. There's ways of getting your CNS stronger. So that kid was trying to get his ball from the other side of the fence. But there's ways of strengthening your CNS, like you probably see a lot of powerlifters. They'll do static holds of something like 120% or 120% of their max. So they'll do a static hold for like 30 seconds, but that strengthens your CNS to make it feel that the weight that you're about to use is actually a lot lighter than what you're actually going to use, right? So there's that way, which effectively is what I'm doing now, or is what I'm going to be doing today, but just not to that extent. I'm just going to be pushing myself a little bit harder and weight-wise than what I would usually do. Oh, excuse me. But there's different ways, like different intensities that kind of they separate themselves, right? So there's pushing the weight intensity. So that means like you're pushing some heavy ass weight, but 2 or 3 reps. That's all you could get. So that's intense. Sure, you're gonna wreck your muscle because you might not pump it up, but you're definitely gonna wreck it because you're pushing it to that mechanical failure. You know what I mean? And then there's a mental failure to where like it's a light enough weight that you could probably get 20 before your body like completely gives out, but your mental will give out at 15 because of how bad it burns, right? So today we're going to try to strive for that mechanical failure, but within 6 to 8 reps instead of 1 to 2. And on light chest days, I strive for that mental failure, where push yourself mentally every day. And the more you push yourself mentally in the gym every single day, the more intense your workouts are gonna get. Like it's kind of like a compound thing. Like you train back day, fucking crazy, balls to the walls, fucking awesome. You're screaming, you're pumped. You're like, wow, that was a great fucking workout. But then your next workout, you're feeling a little like shit, but you still brought that same intensity, maybe not the same intensity, but you're bringing that intensity that's different from the others, right? So, the higher you set your bar, the better you'll be. You know what I mean? So because my bar is a lot higher than the other brothers in this gym. Because I'm telling you, some of the brothers in this gym, looks like they don't even got a bar, if you know what I'm saying. But my bar is up there. With a way. But yeah, it's enough fucking yap. We'll talk about church today at the end of the workout. We'll talk about what was read today, because we learned a little bit about. I read about it, so I didn't like. Anyways, we learned about Abraham, the letter to Abraham by the apostles. Wait, I lied. The apostles weren't even a fucking thing back then when Abraham was walking the earth. The letter to fucking somebody. Oh, yeah. I remember. It's up here. It just came back. So, yeah, we'll talk about that at the end of the lift because it's a little bit of a lengthy story. So, remind me because I might forget. But, yeah. So, that's all I got. Fucking, I'm going to pray, and you should too. And then let's just fucking skip to me pressing some heavy ass weight. I can feel the tax from the sickness. No bueno. Let's go. Holy shit. Holy shit. Woo. Drop set, why not? Drop set, why not? They're right here, anyways. Okay. Ooh, shit. Okay. Ooh. Shit. Fuck. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Hello. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh my That's it. Let's go. Holy shit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Black and yellow, black and yellow. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, let's go, yeah. Let's go. Okay, how's it put down? All right. Let's fucking check this shit out, because although the weight was not moving too heavy today, pump is pumping. So let's fucking check it out. Enough yapping. Okay, let's go. We should have taken the piss before this. Okay. Working with a little something. The slight pump. That's nice right there. That's nice. Nice looking. I like that. I like the way that looks. Shit. Look at that fucking boobage. Wait. Let's check out this camera angle real quick. Hold on. Let a brother cook right quick. Let me cook. Or this way would be better. Okay, it's enough of that, but Lord. Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's enough. Let's go hit some cardio. Let's yap. All right, so let's talk about the workout real quick, and then we're going to talk about Jesus. All right. So workout went absolutely, not phenomenal, but we got a great fucking pump. All right. And what else could I fucking ask for? Right. I had a great pump. I could have asked for moving around some heavier weight, but honestly, who gives a fuck? You guys probably noticed that I pivoted from free weight to machine. That's just because the weight wasn't. Ooh, my back just touched a cold wall. And that's just because the weight wasn't really moving. So I was like, you know what? Let's just not really, let's just not push it too far and do like so many free weight pressing. So I'm just gonna dial it back and get a fucking fat ass pump, right? So that's why I did that. So anyways, 3 sets of dumbbell went fucking great. The dumbbell felt amazing. And also a lot of grinder reps today, which is good because that's like the best for hypertrophy. Right? It's best for gains, baby. Best to put on some fucking size. That's all I care about. But yeah, the more you're like in that rep, you know what I'm talking about? That rep where you're just like, and the longer you take in it and you're like, the softer the lockout, and you squeeze at the top and you're just like, oh, and you're shaking on the way down. You're like, oh, right? Those are the best reps. Those promote the most stimulus, the most growth, whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Excuse me. But anyways. So yeah, we did that, and then we went over to, did we went over to pec deck after that, or did we do another prep? No, yeah, we did that incline machine, neutral grip. I love that machine. It kind of hits my front delt a little bit, and like I could really squeeze like my mid to upper chest. You know, I squeeze like this entire upper half of my pec. I can really just squeeze the shit out of it. Because you got to think about your upper pec is this movement path, like that, right? Or like your elbow's got to come out over here and it's got to end up top, right? That's the movement path really for your upper pec, right? Like, look. Here. There. Up at the top over there, you could fucking do it while you're laying in bed. At the top of that rep right there, you could feel all the way up in there. My lower pec is not as flexed, but the top of my pec is pretty fucking flexed. So, yeah. And then we went over the pec deck. I was doing variation between the regular handle and a little bit higher. I like switching it up in between those, like grabbing the metal and grabbing the handle, just because it's just a little bit different angle that I could like squeeze my pec differently. It's weird because I feel like I could open up a little more, because the notches on the actual pec deck, like one more notch back is way too far for me. And, excuse me. And I'd have to like grab one end and then grab the other end and then bring it together to start the rep, which I really don't like doing that. So that's why I also kind of just grab the metal, because it just gives me like an extra couple inches where I can like sit and stretch, where I'm not gonna risk myself of fucking blowing out my shoulder, you know what I mean? So that's also another reason why. But, and then after that, we went to that other like little flat press machine. Yeah, that black machine. Love that black machine. Oh my God. Love that machine. Absolute fucking grinders on that one too. Seriously. So smooth. Like, I just discovered that machine too. I haven't used that machine ever since I've been here. But now I've been starting to use it lately, and I definitely missed out on some gains from not using that machine. So definitely try out all the machines in your gym just to like make sure you're not missing out on any gains. So let's get into Jesus. Not into him, but you know, understand. Anyways, so today's story was from the apostles to somebody, to Mark? To somebody. A letter. It's a letter of one of Jesus' miracles, right? So this is when Jesus was still walking the earth, but this is also after his resurrection, and after he teaches the apostles of miracles, how to provide miracles, right? So this is it after his resurrection? No, I lied so hard. This is not after his resurrection. But this is also as he was teaching the apostles how to give miracles, right? So this guy, a farmer, brings his son to one of the apostles and asks him to remove a spirit from his son that has been tormenting him since he's been a kid. And the spirit makes him convulse and like squeeze up and start foaming at the mouth, right? And he's been praying for the son, but it hasn't been working. So they went to the apostles to help the son out. So the apostles get together and they try to relinquish the spirit from the boy, but they couldn't do it. So then they ended up bringing the boy to Jesus, and Jesus looks at them, or the apostles go to Jesus and say, we weren't able to relinquish this spirit. Can you do something? Or can you provide a miracle? And Jesus says, if you even had a mustard seed, I don't know why he used that example. If you even have a mustard seed of faith for me, then you would have been able to provide this miracle. And one of the apostles say, we have faith in you and we believe in you, but can you help us? Can you help me to not believe? Can you help me in my non-belief? That's what he said. Can you help me in my non-belief? So Jesus says, okay, fine. So he tells him to bring me the boy. And upon sight of Jesus, the kid starts fucking seizing, foaming at the mouth and everything. And he goes, you guys seriously weren't able to do it. I'm kind of paraphrasing. He didn't actually say this, but he's like, you guys seriously couldn't do this. Like, you guys, if you fully believed in me and you fully had faith in me, then you would have been able to relinquish the spirit. So they're like, okay. They're still watching him. And Jesus goes, I command you to leave this boy's body. And immediately he stops convulsing, but fucking flatlines. Not flatlines, but like, fuck, he looks dead. He starts to just lays there, cold. Not cold, but lays there. Not moving. But the spirit was gone. And now the apostles are looking like, or the father is looking also like, did you just, like, is he dead? So then Jesus grabs him by the hand and rises him up and says, you are now free of your ailments and such. And you're able to walk freely. So basically brought him back to life while removing that spirit out of him. And he brought this as a lesson to the apostles, saying that you must have complete belief in Jesus. And there's been many tests of faith throughout the Bible and the Old Testament. With Abraham had a very close relationship with the Father, close relationship with God. So much so that the Father, God, promised Abraham a son so that his bloodline may flourish. But as Abraham's getting older, he's approaching 70 years old, and his wife is getting older, they're thinking like, we're not going to be able to have a kid. So this is one of the tests of faith that Abraham fails. But let me finish. So the wife Sarah, the wife of Abraham, Sarah, gives Abraham their maid. She says, take the maid, sleep with her, and have a kid with her so that you may have a son. God didn't like that and said, that's not your son. So she ended up bearing his child, and it was a son, but it was not the son that the father was looking for. So they ended up blessing Sarah to have another kid, and they ended up having a kid, Isaac, which Isaac is like one of the big names in the Bible. So, and one of the final tests of faith from Abraham, or from God to Abraham, was when it was to Isaac, and Isaac was told to perform a sacrifice, but Isaac didn't know that, he was in his early teens, and Isaac didn't know that he was going to be the sacrifice. So Abraham takes his son Isaac to a mountaintop, sets up an altar, and puts Isaac on the altar and is ready to kill him, and ready to sacrifice him. Grabs a sword, and as he's about to slash his fucking head off, God tells Abraham, stop. And so then Abraham looks around and sees a ram, or a ram, caught in the bushes, and God tells him to sacrifice the ram instead. So that was one of Abraham's like biggest tests of faith. And I'm pretty sure that was the last test of faith he had. So then he killed the ram, or sacrificed a ram. And his bloodline was blessed. And Isaac was given a beautiful wife, virgin wife named Rebuka? Rebuka? Some crazy name, I don't know. But was given a great wife and many servants and lots of land and a kingdom, right? So God did go through with his promises, but you also have to, give your full faith to God, right? So that's the point of the story is you got to give your full faith and full trust and belief into God, and then he will provide for you. So that was chest day, and that was the Holy Liturgy. I hope you guys really stayed for the whole story. That would have really make me happy. Hopefully, what I've learned can also teach you something, because that's the whole point of why I'm telling these stories. Because I learned something, and since I learned something, I would love for you guys to learn something as well. So, I'm all done. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm starving, actually. It's time for meal 3. So I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Tomorrow's leg day, hamstrings. So great day. So anyways, tune in for tomorrow's leg day. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Thank you guys for watching if you watched this far, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh Lord.